Ladies, gentlemen, welcome to a capsule selection. Today, we're going to talk about a great vibe, a festive vibe. We're going to talk about scents of the season. This is a fragrance review or a list, a capsule selection that's going to bring forth fragrances that just simply capture winter fragrances with a modern twist. These are fragrances that, for my collection and my wardrobe, have given me a sensory overload when I wear them, which is almost always festive. It's always something that conjures that romance of the holiday season, that nostalgia, that scent memory that we come through in life to have all these things when it comes to the festive season that we recall from the 1980s, the 1990s, the 2000s. These are fragrances that really conjure the effect of bringing back those scent memories. And so I have fragrances here that are going to bring back the nostalgia of fire crackling, spices roasting. This is going to be like sugar dusted treats with everything you remember mom kicking in the kitchen. These are scents that conjure a memory that is evocative of holiday season and parties that are quite memorable and just want to sit around the fireplace sometime. But when it comes to it, let's face it, this is a season that we want to enjoy, scents that we want to wear, scents that we have a journey with and nostalgia with. So I'm going to bring forth some fragrances that have been in my collection and my wardrobe for quite some time, and things that I've quite simply made a memory with. And so when focusing on this particular fragrance capture, I want to talk about the essence of the holidays while adding a contemporary edge to these perfumes and this wearability for this season. And so for cozy nights or just wearing them out in romantic settings, like I stated, this is going to be a 6 fragrance standout capturing and capsule for you guys to enjoy. So sit back, relax. If this is something you think you'll enjoy, pull up a seat, pour a glass, and let's enhance. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Dry Down, the lifestyle channel where we as enthusiasts aspire to enhance and elevate our olfactive sensory experiences through the understanding of the different aromas, facets, and nuances of scent, cigars, and wines. I'm your host, Chris. Welcome to today's experience. As I stated, the winter season is upon us and we want to wear fragrances that have a great rugged charm and timeless nostalgia. And this is exactly what this list is going to compile for you guys. I have some great fragrances that are going to check off a list of things from sugar to spice to woody to myrrh to rum, all the things that bring us forth in a essence of festival and festivities for the holiday season. So just when it comes to mulled wine scents and early pine needles falling off the Christmas tree and remember that nostalgia of that particular moment, I want to conjure the scent of those memories. And so for me, when it comes to fragrances, the first fragrance that I want to present to you guys is the sugar fragrance. This is one that is implicitly sweet, it's memorable, it's sexy, it's seductive, and it is one that I really enjoy in my collection, and that is a scent from the house of Clive Christian, and that is the beautiful scent Blonde Amber. Blonde Amber, many of you guys have known that this has been a community favorite, a community darling over the last 2 or 3 years. This is a composition that is very bold, rich, and it melds the rich ambery, creamy vanilla facets of tonka bean, heliotrope with a hint of earthy patchouli that just comes off so memorable. The tobacco in this one is one of the most phenomenal sweet-smelling tobaccos that you will come across and just enjoy for memories and memories on end. It's ambery sweet. It's evocative of almost like a boozy scent, but you almost just capture that sexy tone of amber and tobacco with the tonka bean, and it's just a memorable scent. It has an orange opening that just carries through with it. Very much so one of the better scents that have come out of the market in recent years when it comes to masculine, spicy, sweet, sugary sweet, gourmand styles, but not implicitly gourmand. It's perfect when you imagine scents that combine the warmth of crackling fire with the richness of a gourmet confection that just comes off memorable. Blonde Amber is a decadent scent that, without being saccharine-like, it doesn't come off so super sugary, but it has that sweetness from that tobacco that just comes off phenomenal. It's a commanding yet comforting presence that I think any man will love to wear, because a man who knows how to relax can very much so fall in love with this one and fall in love and have those around him fall in love with him, because it has that sensibility of having just a little bit of edge to it. It can be worn in all kind of settings, intimately or just understated elegance when you want to go out, or even date nights and club nights when you want to be with your loved one or even friends and just hanging out, because it is a very attractive and alluring fragrance that has all those components like I stated. Ambery sweet, tobacco, heliotrope, tonka bean, and orange are just some of the captivating notes, to name a few. Once again, as the sugar fragrance, nostalgia as it is, Blonde Amber from the house of Clive Christian. Now with this fragrance, I'm going to take some of you gentlemen back. Those of you who have been in the community know that I love the house of Xerjoff, and I have quite a few of the vintage bottles, and this is a vintage bottle of the Join the Club Collections Ivory Root. Ivory Root is one of the very best smelling ambery sweet fragrances on the market. This is a very beautiful spice fragrance. So when we talk about the conjuring of the nostalgia, first we had sugar, now we have spice. Spice in this one is very well composed. This is an ambery spicy fragrance that has a lot of resinous feel to it. It is gorgeous wearing on the skin because of the exotic spices that just come forth and they intertwine with a creamy sandalwood and a grounding patchouli inside of this fragrance. Now we know Join the Club Collection does not put out their actual fragrance notes and list, but we can conjure what is in these fragrances if we've been in the game long enough. And having this one in my collection for as long as I've had at this vintage bottle style, knowing how this smells, knowing how it comes off the skin, phenomenal wearing spicy fragrance. Vanilla is a spice. Vanilla is deeply embedded inside of this scent. It is smoky, it is irresistible and daringly sexy. It is one that I think that have, when you're that gentleman that wears a lot of leather clad, black leather, brown leather, you know, you are that gentleman, you are wearing that type of attire. This is the type of scent that really blends to that sophistication with a spirit of exploration and exotic appeal. It is one that has a festival spices, and that just very much so feels and just comes across so sexy and appealing, while still, like I stated, being sophisticated. This is a great season to wear this particular scent. It's appealing, it's festive, and this is a scent for the man who leads with confidence and a little bit of mystery. And, you know, it's ideal for a lot of evenings, and you know, when you want to make your presence felt, and when you want to make an introduction, basically. So if you're going out to meet someone new, this is a great scent for you. This is Ivory Root, the spicy scent for the festive nostalgia feeling for the scents of the season. Beautiful scent, man. Get your nose on this one if you have not. This is one of the most underrated sleepers when it comes to the house of Xerjoff. Truth be told, many don't talk about this. I'm not sure why, you know, but this is one of the most gorgeous scents of the house of Xerjoff. Ivory Root, spicy vanilla fragrance. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about the festive season, we can't leave out wood fragrances, because wood fragrances are all about that smoky feel, about being around the fireplace. We want to be in that nostalgic feeling, being around the fireplace, chopping wood, whatever it is and was that you remember for that feeling, and bringing back that journey, your memory, your scent memories. And one for me has been, ultimately, as I talk about in many different videos, I loved growing up sitting around the fireplace in my home. That was one of the best things that came out of living in the city of Detroit. We had a lot of fireplaces in our homes, and upstairs, downstairs. They were just fun to be around. When you knew the fireplace was starting, it was about to get cold, and the festive season was started, you put the garland on the fireplace, the trees started to go up, the lights started to go up. And one of the memories that I have, and one of the scents that bring back the memory of that burning wood, is Duro. Duro is a scent from the house of Nasomatto that just is compelling. It's one that many people rate as the best from the house of Nasomatto, especially for masculine skin. It's a powerhouse of great woods. It has oud, leather, smoky resins that just becomes unapologetically rugged. It is a dark resinous core to this one, but it's ultimately about the woods, the pines, the oud, the actual smoking, burning essence of woods, a woody note. It's one that has a whisper of spice that create a scent that is complex and commanding, which Duro is ultimately one of the best to do. It feels like winter woods. It's just raw, majestic, and powerful. It channels a primal strength that I just truly love to put on my skin in those commanding presence type of environments. It's for the season. It's beautiful. It remains sharp. It remains refined. It remains seductive and appealing to those who love very masculine fragrances. And for me, this is one for the men who strive with strength of their individuality. This is not one for everyone. This is one for the man who knows who he is, stands in his purpose, and it has this sweet appeal too. If you have not had your nose on this one, this is one to get your nose on. It has this charming sweetness when it opens, but it ultimately stays in the mid to the dry down of a woody scent, but the sweetness always stays in there. And I'm not sure where the sweetness comes from. I'm going to think it has this tonka sweetness to it, but it's a little bit more sweeter than you would think, and ultimately carries those wood components throughout the fragrance. It's almost like a lacquered wood scent, kind of like you would like black lacquer from Tom Ford's, actually. Very woody, very seductive. It is one that for the black tie affair and winter parties can be a very true lasting impression for you, and I think it is a great scent to add for the holiday season. That is Duro by the house of Nasomatto, the woody fragrance. It's sweet, man. This is nice. I forgot how nice this was. Damn, this might be my scent of the day. Nice scent. Next up, we talk about fragrances of the season. Why not put a fruity fragrance in there? Fruity fragrances are one that are compelling because you have all kind of candied fruits, all kind of cakes with candies and fruits inside of them, all kind of fruits, that's mulled fruits, apple pies, peach pies, cherry pies, everything in the season comes up as fruit. Fruity compositions that I love in my particular collection that go straight to the heart of peach and apple. One is the Triumph of BACCHUS by the House of Argos Perfumery. It's a vibrant peach and red apple blend that seamlessly blends with a warm, seductive tobacco and amber that just comes off rich, slightly boozy, but creates one of the best festive masculine fragrances on the market. Triumph of BACCHUS is just one that captures the richness of all the season to behold. It's luscious fruits balanced with smoky tobacco and a celebratory blend of grounded woods and ambers. So it's perfect for the holiday season, and just you can revel in this fragrance every day if you choose to in this particular season, because it's a great modern fragrance for a gentleman who loves life and its finer pleasures. Wear it to holiday parties, you will be charming and sophisticated, and if that's key for you, this fragrance is the one to be exemplary and wear. Triumph of BACCHUS, great fruity fragrance, like I stated. Wear it with ease, wear it with seduction, and wear it with pleasure. You won't be disappointed. That is Triumph of BACCHUS. Great scent, man. Great scent. One that I truly adore. Love the way it comes off. Many of you guys know about these fragrances. This one is not a slouch in the market. We've all heard about it. We've all seen it. The women love it. The women just universally adore the scent. As you can see, my bottle is almost done. I will be getting a 100 ml bottle back up. But for right now, as the fruity fragrance goes, Triumph of BACCHUS is the one. Next on the list, festive season, we cannot go without having myrrh. Myrrh and frankincense are some of the best smelling aromas in this particular season. So when you talk about a fragrance that captures both components of that particular scent profile, frankincense and myrrh, you can't just go without putting AMBRA from the House of Parfum Aroma on this list. It is one that mingles that golden amber of olibanum and the sweet, warm balsamic resins of myrrh, creating a scent that it just feels of sacred timelessness. This is one that just 2 or 3 sprays, you're good to go for 6 hours on end. It's one that's seductive. You can't overspray this particular scent and still come off quite seductive and not overdoing it, so to speak. This is one that you can overspray because it has a simplicity to it with this rugged appeal of leathery sweetness to it, but it just comes off so well in a cold temperature. So you can't, I would say I do 2 sprays, but I've gone as much to do as 6 with this particular scent and did not come off intrusive into any one space. It was very encompassing of a nice scent bubble around me, and it just came off so well for evening wear when I did wear in that particular region. So AMBRA channels this stillness of smoky timelessness, this evening of reverence, this evening of relaxation, this almost evening of the 3 wise men and its ancient rituals, that this fragrance came about in our knowledge of what it was to involve it and evoke it for Christmas and the holiday season. And so for me, the scent is powerful in its simplicity, and it's one that is winter storm just waiting to unfold. It is fiery, it is sweet, it is warm, it is seductive, it is resinous, and it's ultimately one of the best myrrh and frankincense fragrances on the entire market. It is one for a man who has a lot of introspective feelings, one who commands attention throughout the day and the night, and one who has a perfect reverence for reflective moments or elegant winter gatherings that he just wants to sit and be the admired and to admire others. This is a great scent for you. This is AMBRA by the House of Parfum Aroma. Sexy, balsamic, sweet, golden amber, and myrrh. Ladies and gentlemen, last on this particular list, this is a fragrance from the House of Frederic Malle that is one, I won't say it's slept on, it's one for those who know. And when you know about this particular scent, MONSIEUR, you will know that if you are a patchouli lover, this is one of the top 10 out there. Many people sleep on this particular fragrance from the House of Frederic Malle. Bruno Jovanovic made this particular scent, and it is a stage presence capturing type of fragrance. It is one that if you want to take a dark aged rum and let that take center stage, this is the particular scent that very much so captures. This is MONSIEUR by the House of Frederick Malle. It is one that is backed with earthy patchouli, cedar wood, whispers of sweet, soothing vanilla, smoky. It is entirely indicative of a rum fragrance that just comes off so well balanced. The rum never recedes throughout the fragrance. It stays boozy, but ultimately gives you a sweeter sophistication and elegance to a rum-based fragrance. Most times they go off boozy, sweet. This particular scent is boozy, earthy, and it is a phenomenal one for the sophisticated gentleman, 40s, 50s, and 60s. If you're looking for a signature scent for winter, Monsieur is for you, gentlemen. Full stop. This is for that man who is ultimately a perfectionist in his craft, perfectionist in his visual, perfectionist in his personality. He is ultimately Monsieur in a bottle. This is one that has a masculine sophistication. It is savory. It is filling of fine crumb, fine spirits. It has wood components that are very exemplary made. Bruno Jovanovic just made a fantastic fragrance. It has one of the best developing rum accords I've ever smelled because it captures the rum across the patchouli, the cedar, the incense, the suede accord in this one. Everything captures the rum and has its own significance inside of its durability to age with that rum in the particular scent. So imagine you have a rum cask, and then that's the cedar and rum, and then the incense, you're burning the fire while sipping a glass of rum, and then you have on a suede jacket. All these are evocative of this particular scent. Wintertime, ski resort, fun loving, fun having, enjoying your life, enjoying your times. This is a fragrance for the man who appreciates traditions and just knows how to take it to this most high. This is one that exudes suave confidence and effortless charm, and if you are that individual, Monsieur is the fragrance for you. Great fragrance. This is the rum fragrance. We know we love rum cake, rum for the season, festive as always. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. This has been a very fun video, very fun vibe, the festive vibe. This has been a bold take on 6 fragrances that I think exemplify the essence and sense of the season. You had fruity, you had woody, you had sweet, sugary, you had the actual rum, you had everything in this one, frankincense and myrrh, that just bring forth rugged majesty to sweetness that you won't ever go without enjoying. This is one that has some of the best smelling scents in it. Owning the room, comforting, respect, and embracing the season is what this list was all about. The style that you portray is the style that people pick up, and these are commanding scent stories to portray. Today, I presented you guys with some scents, some creative scene, and embodying the story of that. So if this was content that you enjoyed, all I ask that you ever do is hit the like button and subscribe. Oh yeah, today, I like to do this nowadays. My scent of the day is going to be the phenomenal scent Le Lion from the House of Chanel. Chanel made a great ladanum-driven frankincense type of fragrance, and also my actual eyewear of the day is going to be the beautifully done Noir edition Dylan with the amber lens in them. I'm going to put that in the show notes. I know you guys love to see these particular frames now. I've been asked many a time. These come off very well. They are an amber tint, like I stated. Very shiny, black with the actual tortoiseshell inside. So all in all, that's the eyewear of the day and the scent of the day. And today I enjoyed doing this video for you guys. So, like I said, until next time, until next video, you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Blessings.